Okay, the camera shut off in the middle of because the card was full, so I emptied the card. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 172 screws in here in the shaft. I got a little mandrel I made for making little gears, which happens to fit the handles just right. So I'm going to put that in my block. I call it block. It's got a 1/2 inch shank on it. And lock that in position. Alright. Set this over here like that. Now, I think I am going to put the screws in on the side here. So I need to drill the holes and tap for a 172. Alright, put the little drill chuck in. Okay. 1/2 inch collet. You gotta pick up the center too first. So I'm going to go ahead and use my electric edge finder, my favorite edge finder. Come on, where's the hole here? Kidding me? We'll come over here, we'll touch, and then touch on the other side, and do the half plate, the half trick with the digital readout, and then it'll be on center. Oops, we went over too far. A little more. Gotta get away from that. Alright, here we go. Actually, let's move back over here on the shaft. Right there. Right there. Oh, gotta turn the readout on. Alright. 0Y. And come down the other side. Come down. Touch. Right there. And then we'll go Y half, and that puts us there, so then we just turn to 0 on the readout, and we're on the center. Now we are on center line. And as far as X, I'm just going to kind of eyeball. I want to leave room for the screw head between them. Drill chuck. Alright. What I'm going to do is take one of the screws. I'm just going to chuck it in there so I can see how close it I can be to the bring that down, bring it over. I want to get it up close to the handle. So what I'm doing is I'm cheating. I just put the screw in the chuck and bringing it down, make sure I got clearance there. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right there. Alright, that's where we're going to be. I'm going to zero my X right there. Now, spot drill, or center drill, not a spot drill, I want a center drill. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could use a spot drill. A spot drill. Oh yeah, I will use a spot drill here. Oh boy, it's just the size. That's exactly the size of the head of the screw. It's not touching, so it's right up close though. Here we go. I want to put a pretty decent size spot on there. And then we'll drill the hole. And for a 172, I don't know off the top of my head. A 172 is a number 53 drill. Some of them I remember, some of them I don't. Number 53. Which is missing. I just picked one up off the floor and laid it up here. I'm looking for it. I'm thinking that was it. Would it fall down again? I laid it right here. Let's see, let's measure this and see. I found this laying on the floor. I'm not sure what size it is. This is a 61 or a 60. I'm guessing it was a 62. Number 53 is a 59. I have a 52, which is a 62, or 63 actually. So I could use a 16th drill too, probably, and get away with it. It should be laying here somewhere, because they're probably on lathe maybe. Oh, I didn't drill anything that small lately up there. Yeah, I'm going to drill it with a 16th. It'll be a little less percentage of thread, but I think I can get away with it. I think it'll be all right. If not, well, that's the way it goes. We may not be able to tap all the way through, because I'm not drilling all the way through the mandrel. Okay, I need to go get my little container of small drills. A 172 out of there. I'm trying to read it over here. Oh, these are 256s. Looking for 172s. Ah, 172. And thumb wrench. And the Allen wrench. Okay, so these are the 172s. Take one out. Oh, I miss Enco. Used to people buy, you know, the off-brand, cheaper brand stuff, and sometimes they worked good, sometimes they didn't. You just had to take kind of a chance at it, but a lot of times they worked very well. I'm putting a little Molly D on this tap. Bring that down. Hopefully I'll have enough room to tap that. I gotta move the handle up. This is bottoming out on the lathe handle itself. So, give myself some room. There's the bottom, I think, right there. Okay. I'll probably take them off of the manual and then redo it, or go through with a tap again. Boy, I got a frog in my throat again. Now, for the next one, I want to move over an amount that's like 150. That's 150 thou. Okay. Drill the hole. Tell when I get through the handle, because the shaft is aluminum there, and manual is steel, so you know right away when you hit the steel that you're through. And basically I'm getting these taps started, and I'll finish them after I take it off the manual. Because it's just going down to the steel manual and bottoming out right here. So it has to be turned a few more times. Right? Okay. Take that off of there. I just snugged it. I didn't tighten it up tight. Go. Now we'll take and run that tap all the way through, make sure it's all the way through. Get it started here. There we go. There we go. Next. Here. Yeah, let's get one of those shafts and put the shaft through there and see how she tightens up on the shaft. Okay, see it's loose on there. Now let's get a couple of screws. There's one laying right here. See if I can get it started. I gotta go get a small screwdriver here. I will shorten up these screws so that they just barely, so that they make it through and tighten up on the shaft at about the same time the head gets to the bottom. Oh, they're actually, these screws are actually hex. I didn't realize that. They're 50 thou. I think they're a 50 thou Allen wrench. Oh, I thought they were screws. No, they're a 50 thou Allen wrench, which that's fine. Tighten that up. Oh yeah, it tightens up really nice on there. I wouldn't even really need it to do two, but that's going to work out just fine. We'll have two of them, but I'll have the head. Let's see if you can see this or not. But I'll have the head of the screw down on the shaft. I'll have it. I'll grind or cut them off. Grind them off until they come down. The head comes down flush, almost flush with the. But it tightened up solid on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these the same way. Same thing, only different handle. But then, once I get that done, then it'll be a matter of taking. I'm going to take these collars, and turn them all the way up to the top here, and then Loctite them in place. So, they'll be Loctited up here, and then these fit into the little relief that we put in there. The handle will slide up tight against the other side, and we'll be in business. I got to clean them all up, get all the gunk and the dirt out of the threads and stuff, and we'll be in business. I have I don't know what they're called. They're polishing sticks. I use them for polishing dies and stuff, but they're rubber consistency, and I think they got it's almost like a carbide grit in them, and you can polish stuff up with them. It's just like a big rubber eraser that's really abrasive. I've got, I don't know how many different flavors of that. I've got a few different ones, square one, round ones, different grits. This one here is a finer grit here. That's a finer grit. I put that in a drill and put this one in a drill and polish with it. And so, anyway, get those threads polished up so there's no crap in them, so that the Loctite will do its job and lock down on it. All right, let's put this next one on. Is that on there? Oh, this one here, the shaft is shorter than the one I just did. Huh. I had two of them with the shaft shorter than that one. So I don't remember that, but apparently. So I'll take the next long one and put it in here, because we're going to have to probably just put one screw in the shorter ones. I think one will just be fine anyway, but I want to make these two match. Right there. Right there, that's where it's going to go. Tap, put a little Earl on it, a little Molly D on it, and this is basically getting it started good, and then we finish it up. Oh, I've done that once before like that, dropped it, and that weight of the handle on a knot 80, on the weight of the handle snapped it off when it landed. Be careful with these small taps. Actually, I think, knock on wood, I think that's the only tap that, small tap like this, that I've broken and it wasn't in a part. It was just by dropping it. Oh no, it isn't either. I broke another one by trying my hand at sharpening it. I was going to try to sharpen the odd 80 tap, which pretty much impossible. Come to the conclusion, throw them away and get a new one. Don't mess around. All right, now we just crank it over to 0. Okay. Right there. Wind is letting up outside. It's not quite as windy as it was. It was really howling earlier. It was howling. I went out and I started a video to upload on YouTube. Meanwhile, I took my camera and went live on Facebook. I don't know if anybody follows me on Facebook or not, but I went outside and went live with the camera on Facebook for a little bit, and it was blowing. I don't post a whole lot on Facebook. I post a little bit here and there. Most of my posting has been on YouTube. Okay, get that off, and now you can start to tap again. Got to back up until I feel where it kind of clicks. Thought I had it there. There we go. There we go. $172. There we go. These are the two longer ones. Now the two shorter ones, I'm going to have to find another washer to put on this side. I have something in here that I can use. It's going to bring it out far enough. No, more than that. I say, don't have any washers in there. Well, I'll have to cut away here. I'll have to cut away here and find some washers so that I can tighten that one up on the mandrel, and then I'll have to pick a spot, and I'm just going to put one screw in those shorter ones, because right here it's too close to the handle at 0. I could put a screw back in there and do the same thing, and then put 2 in there anyway. Well, anyway, I gotta find a washer to fit on there, so I'll be back, and if I come back, because I'm looking outside and the tree branches aren't moving much, so I might go do some other stuff outside. So I'll be back when I get back. So catch you later.